Hello, here again on a little bit of a mission with the Medlars. Just working on extraction. Because I like to save energy, whether it's human time and energy or energy with electricity. I do a fair bit of cooking on the fuel stove that heats the house in the winter months. But I'm trying to work out how to get the seeds and the skin out of these medlars in a much more efficient way. You can see here is a Dutch medlar, which is much bigger. That one's not ripe yet, or it's still quite firm. And these Nottinghams are much smaller, nearly all right, but I just wanted to do this video, so this one here is not fully done, but we'll still work on it. So what I was doing the other day, I thought, well, you're cooking, which I did a couple of years ago. I cooked them, I covered them with water and put them on the fuel stove, and you can do other ways of extracting, but you always have this sieving job, and the stickiness is the saccharides, I believe, that are looking for something to attach to. So because you're covering it with water, if you're cooking it, I decided, well, I'll do a little maceration. So I mashed them up and added some sugar, left them to sort of draw. Whoops, we won't do the Dutch one. And thinking, well, that's what I do quite often with other fruits if I'm making an alcohol, because I could maybe turn it into an alcohol, a wine or a vinegar from that. I haven't mashed them much, but then you just sprinkle some sugar of your choice on there, leave them overnight. But what I found was they're so much like a sponge, they don't create a lot of liquid. So I thought, okay, I mashed them all up, and they were a few days ago, well and truly on the move as far as something happening, and I put them in a flagon with water and I shook it up. So initially there was a lot of sticking on the top. I could shake this now and there wouldn't be so much sticking. So we looked for amount of water that meant we didn't need to have such a sticky amount. So there was a lot of fruit, not too much water, but I'm thinking here that a lot of the seeds have dropped to the bottom because the stickiness from the pulp has reduced. You got a bit of clear liquid and a bit of mush, what I'd call the meat of it, and a bit of fermentation happening with the bubbles, and towards the top hopefully there'll be more skins. I'm not terribly worried about getting the skins off. They're easy to sieve out if you want to, or blend up, and I'm not sure I'd check the edibility, but it probably is alright. But I'm hopeful about the fact that I've only done it in this flagon for now so I could view it, but I'd probably do it in a bowl so that I can scoop the top layers and work on it in that way. I'm hoping it's a good way to work with medlars in the future.